Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking at Puffin Forest's Curse of Strahd replay, episode 11, The Tree and the Hill. Now, I've made a point to avoid all the spoilers I can about Curse of Strahd because I want to see what Puffin's doing, and also, in case I ever end up playing this, because the DM for my current ongoing game, which we usually stream on Thursdays, is apparently bringing in multiple different modules for our entire overarching campaign, so we may or may not be dragged here. I doubt it, but I don't know, so avoiding spoilers minus the Puffin ones. That said, the term tree and a hill is, let's just put it this way. As far as I've seen, everything about Curse of Strahd is very horror-based, specifically the very original horror bases. Not true original because it has some romanticization, but not to the same level of sparkly vampires romanticization. So it's still kind of creepy and gothic. So every time I hear a tree and a hill, I'm thinking either Silent Hill, which I realize isn't gothic, but it's where my mind goes, so I'm just going to admit to it. And the tree, I'm just thinking either Salem Witch Trials, was like they're going to do something with the tree there, or, well, usually whenever there's a group of anything in horror and a tree's brought up, but just a single tree, usually involves fire. And not the good kind. As in the stuff you throw at your enemies, but the stuff you throw at people who should be your allies, but that aren't anymore. Yeah. So I'm assuming this is going to be one of those, time to make the audience wish they were doing something else by the sheer horror of it. Which I realize some people are completely okay with, but on my case, I'm a coward. This is going to hurt. I'm aware of that going into it. Yeah. You guys know the deal, though. There's a link below to the original video. The horror elements aside, Puffin's a really good storyteller. I know he's going to make this a really enjoyable ride. So I'm going to make sure to deal with the fact that I'll be internally screaming and pleading to make it stop because, oh dear God, I am not ready for this. On the other hand, I might be doing that externally as well. Have I mentioned this link below to the original video? Yeah, hit it up because I'm going to probably be freaked out by the end. It's like, okay, that happened. That seems to be a very common recurring thing in these videos. I'm aware of that as well. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe on this channel as well. I'd say ring the bell, twist the knob, flick the switch, dingle the dangle, shake your monitor, whatever the hell YouTube needs you to do now. There's a million things, and I understand none of them. So, yeah, do that. Whatever that is, but then definitely do that. Let's get started.
In my D&D Curse of Strahd campaign, the group discovered that in 3 days, Strahd is going to kill Irina, the reincarnation of Tatiana, turn her into a vampire, and marry her, unless we find a way to stop him. When we went to the Amber Temple, we uncovered the secret to Strahd's wards, a set of magic stones and circles which bind him to the land, giving him power.
Oh, yeah, and then Puffin's girlfriends may or may not also be another evil on top of Strahd, who may or may not have been worse because they were there longer and first. Yeah. I kind of wonder if that's one of the things you could keep running with after you beat Strahd. I'm assuming you can beat Strahd.
We know that one magic stone was given to the Mardikovs, who run this winery, which we already recovered for them, so that's easy.
Cool.
The Mardikovs had buried it in their fields to grow grapes. The next stone was taken by the Witch of the Woods a long time ago.
Ancient magical powers
still
used to make alcohol.
And the last,
I stand by that usage.
No one knows where it is. That one has been lost to time. We also have to figure out our priorities. So in other words, side quests you didn't get then? We only recover 1, maybe 2 stones. That means that at least one of the wards is still going to be up at the end. The 3 wards Strahd has is 1 which gives him a bonus to his AC, 2 which gives him resistance to elemental attacks, and 3, 1 which lets him scry on people who say his name.
Yeah, that's, the first 2 as far as game mechanics go are pretty powerful, depending on how much the AC bonus is and just how much it gives him an advantage. Like, does it just give advantage, disadvantage on usage, or does it say, oh yeah, anything below this auto fails, and then on disadvantage as well? I don't know. I have no idea the specifics, and just right there, that's one of those, okay, yeah. Practical senses, it's important, but then you get to the last one. You got the frickin' Voldemort course there. Course? Curse, that's the word. I can English. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of surprised because this is such an old module for D&D that they would put in something that's so incredibly fluffy, but at the same time is perfect for engaging like I was going to say vampire or vadbai. I was going to combine vampire and bad guy at the same time. I don't know why. Who's just aware of everything because you're literally tripping the curse that lets him. It's just beautiful. I geeked out about it last time, and I stand by that because it's completely geek out worthy. I just wanted to do it again because it is still freaking amazing from a role-playing perspective and just giving the DM so much freedom to use the character. I love that. In
the previous session, Esmeralda joined up with the party again.
She'd
originally been turned into a vampire spawn, mind-controlled by Strahd. However, at the Amber Temple, Van Richten beseeched the spirit Vol, the vampire lord, to turn Esmeralda into a vampire. When she killed the one she loved, her adopted father Van Richten, that sealed the pact.
He just got brought
back.
Also
the party's the unicorn Shadowfane, who Gouda summoned in an accidental wild magic spell. Muriel, the raven who's mostly been just kind of not talking, hanging out on Gouda's shoulder.
Yeah.
And we keep forgetting she's in the scene over and over again.
I did completely.
Victor, a teenager who accidentally teleported to the Amber Temple in a botched magical teleportation spell and lost his arm.
And it's kind of your fault his family's
I discussed it with the group. I think we should go after his AC and elemental resistance, I said. The last one, the scrying, doesn't functionally help him in a fight. Plus, since we know he has it now, we can just not say his name, and it renders it completely useless.
Gouda is in your group. I'm just, yes, you probably need the AC so your fighters can do damage. You need the disadvantage because you would like to be able to do anything to him. But Gouda is in your group. She's already been told about and tripped up and said his name. Yeah. Unless someone is going to try and convince the character, and maybe the player, to use a nickname for Strahd, like Mr. Bitey Pants, which honestly sounds exactly like the kind of character name she would use in this characterization of Gouda. Yeah, this is less game mechanic usage, but I don't disagree with his priorities, but I consider that the fact that his teammates consist of Gouda, he might want to get rid of that one, because that one will definitely be tripped multiple times, so any chance you have of a plan will fail. Or specifically give the DM all the time to plan against you when he just listens to you. It's like, no. Yeah.
Boashak was skeptical.
Really? I think that one might actually be our top priority.
Yeah?
After all, our greatest risk right now is him hunting us down and catching us off guard. If we blind the Dark One, it will deal a huge blow to him.
Yeah, I mean, information
also,
is power.
While we may know about his scrying, the NPCs we talk to don't. So, it's very likely we could talk to someone in town.
Oh yeah, the people in the town sort of know
Plus,
about it.
the odds of us saying it accidentally are too great.
Yeah.
We made our way down the mountain.
If they were going to the final battle right now, yeah, but they're still preparing, so.
With fresh blood. It looked like there had been a fight here recently. One of the bodies stands up. We recognize it as Sir Godfrey, Gouda realizes.
Oh yeah, the Death Knight.
It is I.
Our paladin friend says. His body is covered with fresh slash marks and wounds, which slowly start to close up.
Nothing new there.
It seemed like he died yesterday, and because he's a revenant, he gets reborn today.
Ugh.
What happened to you? You look like a mess.
I was taking the skull of my master, the Silver Dragon, back to Argynvost.
Oh no.
However, on the way there, I was attacked by these things.
He pointed to one of the bodies. It looked like a druid of some kind with a staff.
They attacked me and stole my master's skull.
Okay, one, yeah, they probably should have helped him get that skull back. That seems like the kind of thing you don't want anyone else's hands. Also, two, druid thing? That seems a lot like what the one vampire chick who liked to wear the skull was doing, who Strahd was trying to find out specifically. Huh. I wonder if this is a second return of the enemy power play move, who I'm starting to suspect may or may not be a Fane as well, trying to work against Strahd actively. In which case, weird. Also, how strong were these druids to take this guy down? Because before, he was looking pretty beat up because he fought a freaking Draco Lich. These things, against a guy who is an undead Revenant Knight, actually managed to kill him and then steal his stuff. On the one hand, we've only seen him, at least in the show, get butchered. On the other hand, We've seen him only get butchered by a Dracolich, which someone, and a lot of someone's have informed me, is the equivalent of going, ha 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 ha. No. Yeah, they were very enlightening and moderately terrifying of what they could do. And they were fighting the weaker one that was still ungodly powerful. So I'm kind of wondering just how powerful these enemies are now.
I thought about it, recognizing them. I think they're with the Witch of the Woods. We've heard that she lives farther in the swamp near Berez. Sir Godfrey took his blade and sheathed it.
If that's the case, I must go there, defeat these savages, and reclaim it.
He begins charging into the woods, in the direction of where the
thieves took it. Have you considered waiting for help?
Wait. I say, we can go with you. After all, we're going there ourselves. We're a little beat up now, but even with no hit points and spell slots, we'll probably be fine.
Oh, no. No.
At that.
No. Why? Puffin, dear God, please tell me you made that joke only for this video, because if you said that in character or as a player, that's just... This is like walking into a dark room and saying, the light switch isn't working. What's the worst that could happen? At this point, you are obligated to find out Mike Myers is real and he's standing right next to you. This is just how that works. And, The
Raven companion, Muriel, hopped off of our shoulder, turning into a human.
Yo.
No, don't go. Not now.
Why?
It's too dangerous.
Probably.
Why? I asked.
Well, you're weakening him to spell slots.
Muriel explained,
The Witch of the Woods is powerful. She has her own servants. It would not be wise to fight her.
I mean, they did just take down Dread
and wounded.
Or, Revenant.
You can do another fight, but the Witch of the Woods, no. Wait till you are rested.
Muriel turned back into a raven and flew up to Gouda's shoulder. I
Keep
talked to
forgetting about that
Godfrey
raven.
about it. Okay, so we're going on this quest. We're going to the Mardikovs. Do you want to come with us? We can help you out. If you go alone and you get into trouble, we won't be there to save you. Sir Godfrey thought about it.
Very well. That sounds like a plan. I suppose our fates are intertwined. I know to follow the soft voice of fate where it is guiding me.
He joined up with the party.
By soft voice of fate, do you mean
we traveled to the Mardikov family?
Yeah, probably, actually.
This isn't going to be an easy conversation to have with the Mardikovs. After all, their entire livelihood is based on the stone and being able to use it to grow crops. If we destroy it, they'll have nothing. Like, it puts the entire family out of business, and we have nothing of equal value to trade it with them.
I mean, they could just say, yeah, this is what's literally keeping Strahd alive, and when we destroy it, we're going to be able to get rid of him, so, yeah. On the other hand, it's also restraining the Thanes, who may or may not give Puffin a boost. That'd actually be pretty cool if they did, yeah. But, yeah, I'm assuming this is going to be a fight, and they're still out of spell slots. On the other hand, they have Revenant Knight Get, so that might work out.
I was considering trying to cut them a deal of, hey, if you give us the stone, I could use plant growth and help your fields out.
You have to stick around, but to make it worth it.
As soon as we walk towards the house,
they're all dead, aren't they?
Davian Mardikov welcomes us in.
I have something
they're still alive.
for you.
What?
Davian produces the stone and hands it to me. You need this, right?
What?
How? I'm wondering how he knew. Davian explained,
Muriel flew down and told us the situation.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Smart
we
Raven.
know not to use the devil's name. You're welcome to stay at our house as long as you like. You're like family to us.
What the hell does your family
Thanks.
do?
I know this magic stone is very valuable to your family.
This is nothing. A small price to pay for something so great to be done,
Davian said.
Good old man.
A lot of people are counting on you guys.
I nodded. I know. I just hope I can make it count, but I don't think I can make any guarantees. If we can't pull it off, everything will go to waste.
I wouldn't call this wasteful. You have to keep your eye on what's important.
I nod. Thanks. Tucking the stone in my satchel. Once the group takes the item,
I'm honestly surprised by how easy that conversation went. I really thought they were aiming for, okay, you got to find some way to fight down your ally or convince him. It's like, no, just having the Raven was like, oh yeah, cool. Or NPC interaction. I was going to say PNC. Why? But NPC interaction worked out really well in advance. What's the catch? Because if there's one thing I know about this entire module, nothing good happens without a massive, oversized price that is not worth it. And by that, I definitely do mean the nice muffins. Still stuck on those. 11 episodes in, and I'm still creeped out by the stuff from the first and second episode the most. Yeah. Dead children. No!
I decided to go up to Yester Hill and break the stone on that circle, the circle of the mountains, for a few reasons. One, because it's close.
Yeah.
And two, because we know getting rid of the AC bonus is really valuable.
Are they sure it's the AC
We
bonus?
travel up the set of cairns, passing up the hill to the Druidic Circle. Against the night sky, we see a massive, blackened tree with vines rippling out from it.
Ooh.
We recognize this as a Gulthias tree.
What?
A Gulthias tree is a malevolent magical plant.
Ooh.
It is created when a vampire is killed by a stake through the heart, and the body is not properly disposed of. The blood and the stake mix together, giving the wood unholy life, digging in roots and growing into a fully formed tree. Since the tree...
I'm actually a bit sorry for what I'm about to say. And I do take full responsibility for this. But, oh look, it's the Whomping Willow. It needed to be said. I'm not feeling good about that. I'm really not making the Harry Potter shout out. Because I think this actually came before Harry Potter because it's such an old module. So there's a very good chance that the Whomping Willow was basically based on this type of character. Or, well, I guess NPC, enemy model, yeah. Yeah, also, those are people hanging from it, aren't they? Yep, called that one.
Trees among the burial cairns. It seems like maybe an old vampire must have been buried here. A Gulthias tree has the ability to feed on people, sucking blood from them, and bestowing powers to those that worship it.
What?
We know that we're going to have to defeat the tree in order to complete the ritual in the stone circle next to it. The party charges up the hill
and
is
tried
met
fire?
with the druidic and barbarian cult
Lots of
worshiping
fire?
the tree.
More fire?
We fight, battling through the hordes to get to the malevolent plant. As we're fighting, we notice two people wrapped up in the vines. The tree is draining their life out from them. Unfortunately, we can't just burn the tree down from a distance now that we see that it has hostages.
Why
we
not?
have to hack and slash our way through the defenders.
I mean, they might be able to get out if you burn the vines holding them.
Clutches. We discover it has Emil and Zuleika. Emil is the current alpha of the werewolf pack. And we lost him when he went running off into the forest by himself, and Zuleika is his partner. The party manages to defeat the tree and save Zuleika and Emil from the plant's clutches.
How did they end up there?
They're unconscious, but alive. While they're resting,
That's surprising.
I go to the stone circle and start doing my chant, making my weird dances, and an hour later, it's done.
Takes an hour
I
to
break
do that?
the stone, and the magic is released. That's one ward down, two more
Strahd's
to
going to be aware of that, though, won't he?
As we're up there on Yester Hill, my gaze is drawn out beyond the mists.
He also probably knows where
Out
it can
here,
be destroyed.
we can see past the fog, which is unusual. Beyond, we can see a ghostly town, the ringing of a church bell, and the sounds of the town come to us. Place appears to be outside of Barovia. That's weird.
Huh? No, seriously, I know the mists are like super magical in this place, but they can see out of Barovia? I didn't know that was possible. I thought it was one of those, you leave when you're allowed, and sometimes not even then. Like, literally, they kept the Modron in there because it was not allowed to leave from magic reasons. Also, if you happen to summon any horrible creature with wild magic, you keep said wild creature with wild magic, even if it's going to kill you and end the game because everyone's dead. Which I've been warned that if this ever happens, I should try not to trigger it, and when I fail, the party will just make sure I die first. Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah. Not saying I'm not going to do it. Just that I'm warned what the consequences are after I do it. Yeah.
I bring it up to Esmeralda. What's this place? Esmeralda explained, that's the Dark Lord's homeland.
What?
This image was created to torment him. She describes that since Barovia is his prison, and Strahd will never be able to return home, this image was created by the dark powers to break him.
Oh.
Every time he stands up here, it's filled with the smells and sounds and images of his home, so that he can be reminded of something he can never have, and a place he will never be able to return to.
On the one hand, that is really dickish and evil to just taunt someone like that. On the other hand, I don't really think that's a horrible thing because he's old enough now and he's a vampire, so anything he really loved before of his homeland would definitely be gone regardless. If anything, that sounds kind of nice. It's like a photograph, but it comes with a sense and the sounds and a steady image that may or may not be accurate. That actually sounds like the kind of thing that if you could just get over your loss, just take that step back and accept that, this becomes a very nice area for Strahd. I'm honestly surprised he doesn't have like a little bench just to look at it and bask in his memories, because that seems really nice. On the other hand, that would be something a well-adjusted person would do, and you don't become a vampire by choice and lead a demi-plane of whatever the hell this kind of hellscape is. Okay, that's actually probably a very accurate term for it. Not actually in the 9 hells, but just hellscape in general. Yeah, he's probably just not well-adjusted enough to actually make that jump. So, okay, never mind. I can completely get why this would be torment. A well-adjusted person might find that as a comfort. A Strahd-adjusted person, probably not. Yeah.
Strahd comes up here on occasion. He both loves and despises it.
Yep.
Also, in case you're wondering what it looks like, there's actually a very nice picture on the back of the 5th edition module with Strahd on Yester Hill kind of looking out.
I'm not going to lie, that's actually really damn cool. Also, I stand by what I said for being something a well-adjusted person won't actually hate. Because literally, that's incredibly beautiful, honestly. Like, especially with the light hitting it. I don't think I've seen that much brilliant light in anything depicting Curse of Strahd in the slightest. Also, holy shit, that horse looks amazingly cool. It was cool when Puffer described it, but damn! Yeah. But it does confirm that he does come there because he loves to see it. So there is that part, but he also still hates it after years of being away because of everything that's tormenting him. Huh. That's actually an interesting way to put it. So it's a bit of between what I said and it's not too much torture that he avoids altogether to forget it, but it's just nice enough where he still comes back. Huh, that's actually a nice little mixed thing. It's like, I love this and hate it at the same time. So it doesn't really matter about us being so maladjusted or not. I do wonder if that's accurate. Also, seriously, great art. Cool. Just a lot of character detail there.
I said, that just seemed like a painfully obviously cruel thing to do to someone.
Yeah.
I know Strahd's evil, but this just seems downright vindictive. This did make me feel a little bit sad for Strahd. A little bit.
Only.
But not much.
He does kind of earn it.
One stone down, we transported the unconscious rescued hostages back down the hill to Davian's house and vineyard. We rested that night. The next day we talked to Emil and Zuleika and figured out what had happened. It turns out that Emil had gotten captured hunting Kirill, and Zuleika had as well when she tracked him down by scent. Emil was happy to know that there was a plan in motion to take down Strahd.
So, we're finally going to be killing the devil.
Yep.
Excellent. The moment we've all been waiting for. I relish the moment I get to sink my fangs into his flesh and rip out his throat.
Sounds good to me.
We still have a few more things to get prepared.
Yeah, whatever did happen to the fake
I think it's
werewolf
time
leader.
I gathered my pack, and we helped you out.
I give him the thumbs up. Great, that sounds good.
Zuleika's still
What exactly did you have in mind? Emil snarled.
We need more manpower. The devil is still outnumbering us. If we could get more people in the pack and then assault the castle, we could take it.
I raise an eyebrow. Add more people to the pack? You're talking about turning people into werewolves.
Let's be completely honest. If he just went up to a bunch of people who are depressed and have no hope, because it's, a demi-plane of dread, that's a lot of them, and say, hey, you're going to get uncontrollable rage. On the other hand, you'll be part of the family, and we're going to kill Strahd. I don't think this is a bad option, and I think, just pointing it out there, there's probably a lot of people who would jump at this opportunity in Barovia. City or state? Would it be a state? I think it would be a state, yeah. Demiplane, Barovia, whatever. Yeah, this is probably something that a lot of people would be completely okay with. It's like, yeah, we're going to get revenge. Woohoo, it just cost me a little angry night's sleep. So next time I go on a rage and do everything horrible, it's not entirely my fault. I mean, it wasn't a full moon, so it technically was, but we're going to ignore that. Just throw that last part in there because I'm assuming everyone there is a monster because this is kind of just Barovia in general.
Yes, we're near the city of Vallaki. There's much fresh blood there. If we attack the city, we could turn plenty of people.
You probably could just ask them.
Garo wanted to be perfectly clear what he intended to do. let me just clarify.
They also might still fight against you.
Attack a town and forcibly convert people there to be werewolves to go fight.
You probably can get volunteers just by walking in and telling them.
Yes.
Oh, it slowly dawns on me. Emil's actually a bad guy.
Yeah.
The DM clarified. When you guys had first met him, the group asked Emil if he was okay with slaughtering humans or okay with hunting them. He said no, he doesn't want to kill them. Specifically, kill them. Instead, he wants to convert them to grow the pack. Both Emil and Kirill had the same goal, but one was loyal to the other werewolves, and the other was a sellout. Garo immediately just tries to talk him out of it. I don't know.
Seriously, just ask for volunteers. You'll get them.
I mean, Vlaki's
and
really
you don't take nearly as much
strong.
damage this way.
Guards,
you go in fresher.
They're pretty tough. Like, I got my ass kicked just going in the door. Emil growled.
My pack is strong. You were just weak.
Okay,
first, what? Yes,
rude.
They were.
Besides that, even if you can convert people, there's no reason to listen to you.
They will. I will force them. I will make them bow to me and bend them to my will.
Does that really work whenever you're going to find a place where even breaking is a bad idea?
It will work.
No,
I am the strongest. No one can stand before me.
Oh, I'm sorry, my memory's bad. Who was the one again who spent the last 3 fucking months rotting his ass in a motherfucking dungeon? Because he...
Ooh. Sorry, nothing to really say here. I just want to go, ooh, and still hear what comes next, because damn, Puffin! That's kind of vicious. I mean, yes, he's evil and he's doing something incredibly stupid. Seriously, they can probably get volunteers to just say, hey, yeah, you know the Strahd guy? We're going to murder him. Join us. We're actually going to succeed this time. We found his power source. We already broke it. It's all good. Yeah, just pointing out that would get him a lot of volunteers. Apparently he's chaotic stupid, so he doesn't get that. Yeah. Puffin throwing out the entire, hey, guess who got caught and was thrown in jail until we broke you out? It's almost like those people you just said are really weak are the reason you're alive, so how weak does that make you? Yeah.
He got his ass handed to him by another werewolf.
Yep.
A dungeon which I remind you, had to bust you out of.
Yep.
And where were you 3 months ago? I've lived here my whole life. You've been here for a week. And I did spend that time in the dungeon. He deserves to pay for what he did.
Yeah. Everyone suffered. Everyone's in danger. I get it. There's a big old long line of people who want to give the Dark Lord the old 1-2. Once this is all over, we'll all get together, hold a big fucking pity party, talking about how bad we all had it. You know, it's your friends. It'll be great.
Something needs to be done about the town. The people there are useful tools. As they are now, they're nothing more than easy prey for the vampire spawn.
Which is why you should ask them to be turned. They're probably going to be fine with it.
If you gave half of a fuck for them, you'd leave them out of it. They're not involved.
They're also
in
not
this
really
war.
good cannon fodder.
They're innocent civilians.
They're already involved in this battle, whether they want to or not.
He's not wrong.
Their lives are in danger each day. I'm just giving them a fighting chance.
Give them the chance, then!
Them to have this curse?
It is a blessing. You mortals and weaklings have such a narrow-minded view of the world. A single...
Okay, yeah, from his point of view, since I'm pretty sure he's one of the people who was born with it, he actually has control over it, yeah, no, it can definitely be a blessing. For everyone who's turned, and they've explicitly said that it affects people this way, that the ones who are turned against their will, or just not born a werewolf, don't have control over it, yeah, no, that's more of a curse. It's literally the aspect of control. If you were turned and you still had complete control over yourself, it's like, ah, cool, I get a tail. If you're not, it's like, oh, crap, I have dead family. It's really that difference. Yeah.
Werewolf can take out many, many humans. And once they have received it, they will come around to our way of seeing things.
Or they'll go on a revenge quest.
Back, thinking, you know what? You're right. Garo nods. You're right. We're short on men. We need more men. This will get us the men that we need to do the thing we need to do. But...
doing it stupid.
My answer's no.
Why no?
A line in the sand, I guess you could say. It's the wrong thing to do. It's wrong to convert people against their will to be werewolves.
I'm not asking for permission. I don't care about your codes.
Ally
Me
fight
letting
coming.
you know about this was a mere courtesy. It will be happening. I am going to the mountains. Grab the rest of my pack, and we will attack the city.
He's going to have to fight him now, isn't he?
Is going to happen.
Ah, crap.
No.
You don't get to tell me what to do.
Well, if he beats you, he does.
Let's see what my persuasion roll is.
What?
Grabbing my dice.
It's going to be crit
If
one.
it's good, maybe I do get to tell you what to do. Gotta just grab my dice and
Just pausing for effect, because we all know how this is going to go. Puffin has probably worse luck than I do, or even Dingo Doodles and her characters do, when it comes to rolls. If there's a way to get a negative number, he's about to get it. We all know it's going to happen.
give him a little roll. It's math time with Puffin.
Oh, not that
What's
one.
3 minus 1? That's a 2.
Oh, he got higher than I expected.
I'm getting desperate. Come on, just give us a week before you do anything hasty. Like, come on. Then Gouda tries.
Oh no, attacking the town? That would be like really, really bad. Just give it a week, okay? Don't do this now. It'll just cause us trouble.
Then Gouda rolls. The DM lets her know that Emil really, really wants to do it. You need a 23 total to persuade him.
Jeez.
Gouda rolls a 25. Zuleika comes over to her husband and holds his hand. They're just asking for time. They helped us. This...
I love this. So in other words, she has +5 persuasion, which I have on my character as well. But she actually got the natural 20 probably. Or who knows, maybe she has even higher persuasion. Oh. I love how this would play out, not so much in the dice, but in how you have to lure this. He's literally convinced by the little cutesy beholder. Oh my god, that's adorable. Is one of her eyes a beam of murder? Sorry, not murder. I'm so used to saying that. I get stuck on that in Barovia. But like a beam of cuteness? Also known as mind control? It's the same thing, basically. Oh god.
may not be the best time for us to fight. Emil starts to calm down, reluctantly nodding.
Fine. You have a week. I will let you try your miserable plan. Then, once you see the failings of your way, you will come around to my way of thinking.
Doubt it.
I say nothing. We're just eyeing each other. Emil gives us another proposition.
Who here would like to rise up and accept this blessing of becoming a werewolf?
There's a long pause. Krusk stepped forward.
You know what?
Oh.
I think I would like to become a werewolf.
Really?
I could use more power, especially since Bogtru turned his back on me.
Yeah.
You sure about this? I ask. Before he could dispute it, Emil steps over to Krusk, transforms into a werewolf, and bites Krusk, who accepts the curse. Krusk is now a werewolf. Once they're done,
A half-orc
Emil and
werewolf.
Zuleika leave the house, transforming into their wolf forms as they
He's not a
bound into the
berserker.
forest, leaving
So
us
Paladin,
behind.
would that affect rage at all?
Benrichten, who had just been watching the entire affair from the distance,
How does that work functionally?
immediately comes over to Krusk and gives him this no-nonsense look and says, "You fucking dumbass."
Yep.
Van Richten facepalms. Krusk was defensive.
What?
Boashak explained,
Do you remember what happens when you get turned into a werewolf? You go feral, killing anything that approaches you for days.
Yep.
We don't need you going feral. We have a thing to do in 3 days.
On the upside, maybe they just have him go feral in a place where there's only acceptable targets, and it's Barovia. That, as I understand it, I need to put that part in there, is not hard to do. Yeah. Seriously, you think just the entire uncontrollable bloodlust and feral nature would be, bad? Most people kind of ignore that part. Yeah, Freudian slip there. Not sure what it was for, but definitely was one.
"Oh." Krusk realizes what he meant.
Dumbass.
Van Richten cast Remove Curse on Krusk, ending the lycanthropy. He didn't
You
even
can do
have it for more than a few minutes before it was taken away from him.
Damn.
The DM just waved his hands. You're not going to take any damage from the bite attack. I start rules lawyering to the DM. Actually, it would do at least like strength modifier damage. So for a werewolf, it might be 3 minimum.
No.
No, I'm the DM. He's not taking any damage.
Oh, God.
Well, I was indignant, explaining to him, no, listen, you have to have him take some damage. Like with a baby, if they touch a burning stove, they need to learn. If he doesn't take damage, he's not going to learn.
Oh, my God. Why, Puffin? Why are you arguing for something you know will be a crit roll and will kill your party member? I don't even... Why? Why are you... Oh, no.
The DM was like, shut up, Carl. I'm the DM. You don't get to tell me
You also
what
don't get to argue with the DM.
I tell Gouda I was going to kill him. Before you stepped in, I was going to give him an ultimatum. Drop it, or I'm not going to let you go. And when it got to that point, one of us was not going to leave that room alive.
And if your rolls go like they are, it's probably
I'm not letting him leave when he says he's going to attack the town. Like, I'm not even going to risk it. And the sad part is, we probably just delayed the inevitable. I'm going to have to kill Emil. He's become a problem.
Don't worry. With all the problems you have stacked against you, it's more than likely he'll die well before that. Also, you as well, so it's a moot point. On the other hand, yeah, no, if you happen to survive, yeah, that'll happen. But I doubt that'll come to that.
I look to Boashak. What about you? You've been awfully quiet. Have you reached a decision? Boashak explained.
Oh?
Yes. I've come to the conclusion that you're both incompetent.
Yes.
Well, thanks, Boashak.
Yeah,
I
wrong.
thought that was old news to you.
I've seen a lot of idiocy in Barovia, but this is a whole new level of stupid. It's a terrible idea, even if we attack the town and claim it, which werewolves go feral when they're first turned.
Yup.
Garo realizes what he means. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Exactly. We're going to have several hundred feral werewolves running to the four winds, killing any and everything that they encounter. Not
Get rid
only
of your
that,
allies in the
but
process.
We've already seen his pack get wrested control out from under him to someone else. Not only that, but the town is under the control of Fiona, meaning that we're going to have a set of werewolves who are murdering everything in their path and probably working against us. And we already found out that most of the people don't want to fight the devil. So no, they're not going to help us assault the castle. The Dark Lord is up in Ravenloft. He doesn't care. And if we attack the town, they may not have a reason to help us, but they'll definitely have a reason to fight us now. If there's one way to make friends, it's attacking their town and killing their family. I've learned that's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's...
Why the hell didn't Boashak say anything? He's like, I knew the obvious one, this is a dumb idea. And now he's like, oh yeah, by the way, here's 5 other reasons why you're a dumbass. You really should have spoken up. I'm surprised Gouda made it, but seriously, Boashak, what the hell, man? Were you just sitting on the side being like, yeah, I'm just going to watch, laugh at your incompetence, just watch as it happens? Even though I literally could outline perfectly why you're both dumbasses and solve this entire problem right now, because, dear God, you just... They're actually good points, too.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Also, I was wondering why you guys didn't manipulate Zuleika into talking to him.
What?
That would be the first thing I would have tried.
You didn't do anything,
I
though.
to myself.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what I'm starting to realize is that we can't work with Emil. He doesn't have the same goals as us. Even if we got a bunch of volunteers and had them convert, like, that would still be bad because they'd be taking orders from Emil. We don't need this asshole running around pretending like he's the king of Barovia. After all,
honestly,
he's
he'd still be a better choice.
Fucking evil. No offense, Boashak.
None taken. That guy is seriously a prick.
Kinda is.
After that was done, we all packed up our things. Having rested, we were ready to attack the Witch of the Woods. We said goodbye to the Mardikovs, leaving behind Casimir and Victor, and taking Godfrey, Van Richten, Esmeralda.
Ooh.
I touched a tree and cast Transport via Plants. The plant creaked and groaned as it bent, opening up a doorway. This created a portal, with the other side opening up deep into the swamp.
I did not know it was a spell. I'm actually just kind of like, oh God, I really want to play high level. That's going to be awesome. Just the sheer utility of such a spell. Oh my God, I just... There's no way sorcerers are allowed to do that. Yeah, sorry, just meta magic usage with that. I'm sorry, I'm just geeking out on combinations right now. I'm just getting into D&D, so like all of it's brand new to me. It's just that. Oh yeah, by the way, you could just transport with plants. That's a thing you can do. Okay, yeah, that's not broken. I mean, functionally, it's probably not because they balanced 5th edition pretty well from what I've seen, but still.
The entire group went through, passing to the other side. I went last, closing the gate behind me. As the doorway sealed shut and we arrived in the swamp on the road to Perez, with 1 stone down and 2 more to go, that was where that session ended.
Okay, so ally fight incoming. The only question now is, does it happen before they fight Strahd or after? After comes with the possibility that Strahd might do a pretty good job at getting rid of Emil for them and leaving Zelenka in charge, which, yeah, no, she seems way more not evil. If anything, like, she's the person who's like, yeah, why aren't you in charge? Like, literally, why are you not in charge? You would probably take care of everything, and I mean that in the non-bad way. Like, where I'm sure Emil would take care of everything. Zelenka would be like, yeah, she'd like to go take care of everything. But it's like, this is awesome. Also, if they had just talked about the entire volunteers thing, it's still accurate. Because they go feral for the first, 4 days? After that, they're fine. So you talk to people, you go in there, you get them to understand, hey, yeah, you're going to be feral, we're going to restrain you, but after that, you get transformation powers, and we kill the devil. Yeah, no, people would probably take that. I mean, they'd have to go behind the leader's back because they kind of set up a Strahd supporter in charge of the city, which is kind of bad. But I'm sure they could do it behind her back because she doesn't seem very... crap, I realize what I'm saying, though. She probably knows exactly what would happen. There's no way they could sneak that one by. Yeah, no, never mind. It wouldn't work because she actually is competent. Yeah. That would suck, actually. Yeah, there's really no good way to do this. They would almost have to go in there and just cause another overshift of power. Overshift? Overthrow. That's the word. Yeah. Not sure where I got shift from. Weird. So yeah, they're still heading up a pretty steep hill here, but I think finally, they're at a point where they could do something. Where before, they were helpless on literally everyone's account. Literally everyone. Seriously, they got their ass kicked by everything early on. Which I honestly can't speak about because every time I play, I get my ass kicked every single freaking match right away. Yeah, I think I've been down in every session I've played so far. Yeah. I'm more surprised I've never died. I still have my same first character. Oh, God. So all the same, everyone, if you haven't already, there's a link below to the original video. Hit it up because this episode wasn't nearly as screwed up as I thought it would be. I really thought they were going to hammer it home, and there was a few weird things, but it didn't go as crazy as I thought. But it's definitely leading into a lot of shit is about to hit the fan. And I'm honestly looking forward to seeing that. Because right now, it feels like the final battle is approaching. And considering I can look ahead and see how many episodes are left, yes, it is. I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. So again, link below, hit it up. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Because reasons. Yeah, I hit you with the reason button. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.